Buying and selling a home at the same time is stressful, and you need strategy, patience, and a lot of skills to be able to navigate the process. To help you, I'm coming to you with 4 regrets to avoid when buying and selling a home at the same time. Let's get started. Hello, my name is Ama Adeni. I am a real estate sales advisor here at Luxe Residential Group, broker by Fathom Realty. I'm licensed in Georgia and Alabama. And today I'm sharing with you 4 regrets that you should avoid if you are buying and selling at the same time. Let's get started. The first regret is hasty, desperation-driven decisions. I know it sounds like a lot, but I see that over and over again, clients in this situation are in a very emotionally vulnerable state. There is a lot of emotions involved, and quickly they can get sidetracked by that emotion that they begin to make hasty, desperation-driven decisions. As their real estate professional, I am always there to help them navigate and up back on the wagon to make sure they are on track to do what we need to do. If you're buying and selling at the same time, there may be situations where you panic and think that you need to make a decision on the spot. Trust me, it is never that serious. Buying a home is a big investment. Selling is even the biggest investment because you are cashing out on your asset and you need to do it from a clear point of view. This is why you need to give yourself some time to assess the situation. Do not judge the situation based on emotion or fear. Look at the facts, look at the data, and judge from there. I find that a lot of time my clients leave money on the table or lose money because they want to make a decision that is hasty and desperation driven. Don't do that. The second thing is unstrategic planning. You want to avoid unstrategic planning by all means necessary. Like I said, buying and selling at the same time is a very challenging situation. You want to approach it with a clear strategy. Maybe it's just the strategist in me, but I would never do both for my client without a clear plan. And I will lay out the pros, the cons, and even have contingencies in between. That's just how I like to go. But everyone is not like me, but regardless, the facts remain the same. Doing both simultaneously is a very tricky situation. I will look at all the numbers, look at multiple scenarios, and make sure I have a strategic plan in place. I will not go at it blindly. If you have a real estate agent that is navigating both ends of the transactions together, I will make sure they have a clear strategy and contingencies should anything happen. If you are using 2 different agents, I will also make sure I'm having conversations with both, or I get a third neutral party to help me as the homeowner trying to sell and buy at the same time navigate the process. Another mistake you want to avoid as an homeowner trying to sell and buy at the same time is gross over exaggeration of numbers. When you're selling a home, you should have an estimated, granted it's an estimate, but do have an estimated sheet of expenses, proceeds, and all the numbers. I do this for my client where if I'm selling their property, I find out their balance on their mortgage, I make a visual inspection of the home and give an estimate of how much they should expect to pay for inspections, repairs. I also make a budget, especially in this market, for credits to buyers, for 2-1 buy downs, or just closing costs, as the case may be. And then I make an estimate, I give an estimate of what they will make at the end of the day. Closing costs for sellers in Georgia and even in Alabama are not a lot compared to that on the buyer side. So I do make estimations for this as well. But basically, I'm giving my sellers an estimate of all the numbers so they are not surprised because, like I said, I'm a very strategic person and I like to go into anything with a plan. So I do the same thing for my clients and I would advise you to do the same thing. Have your agent on both the buy side and the sell side give you an estimate of numbers so you could run your numbers and see where you stand. The last thing you want to do in such a delicate process is to exaggerate numbers, estimate numbers, and then be caught in a bind. So please run your numbers and run them again just to be sure. The fourth thing you want to avoid is unskillful representation. The National Association of Realtors forbids any licensed realtor to talk bad about another realtor. So I am not in any way, shape, or form talking bad about any realtor or any class of realtors, but there are people in any field that will be more skilled or experienced or more strategic than others. My advice for you to avoid regrets in this double dedicated process of buying and selling at the same time is to have a real estate professional that understands the contract. There are different loopholes in a contract. And mind you, it is a legal binding contract, so do not see that document as just I'm signing something. It is legally binding. So you want to make sure you have an agent that understands the ins and the outs of the contract so they can protect your interest, whether you're on the buy side or the selling side. There are different loopholes, there are different little mistakes, errors, and omissions here and there that could cost you a fortune, delay the process, or just ruin everything. You want to make sure you're working with a skilled professional that has a strategy in place, that knows what they're doing, they are on their toes, they pay meticulous attention to details, because you need all of those skills when doing this double dedicated process. I hope I've been able to help you at least go into this process with clearer vision and a game plan. If you do need help buying or selling real estate in the state of Georgia or Alabama, I would love to serve you. If you're looking anywhere in the United States, I have a connection with certified, thorough, skillful agents across the United States and globally who can represent you. Reach out to me, call, text, email, visit the website, whatever you can do. Reach out to me and I would love to serve you or connect you with an agent who can serve you. We release new videos every week talking all things home ownership, home buying, home selling. And I want to be a resource to you. Feel free to hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, just so you know when I release new videos. But weekly, I'll be here on YouTube giving you content to help you better optimize the benefits of home ownership. From me, ciao.